Recently, I visited Australia and I had a great time there. Here are a few pics of me doing some cool stuff out there. Now, if it is up to any of us, I'm sure we'd like to travel every few months and recharge, relax, etc. But not only does time not permit this, but many times our finances also are not planned or geared to help us to travel so frequently. But it is not difficult to make a travel budget, and it's not difficult to make a plan to finance this. Why is this? Because we have all the details with us or all the data inside us that helps us to make a travel budget. For example, we know the kind of hotels that we stay in usually. We know what kind of food we like to eat. We know that when we go to a place, whether we'll do a lot of sightseeing or we'll just hang out in one place. So using this data and the wealth of information that is available at our fingertips, we can easily research and make a travel budget. So this is what a typical travel budget looks like, right? So once you have your destination in mind, you can choose the dates, then you can do a lot of research around that and populate this table. But I'm not here to talk about how to make a travel budget. I'm more here to talk about how to make the financial plan for it. So here I've assumed that our budget is going to be 5 years. So taking this budget in mind, what are the next steps that we have to take? So the next step is to choose where I'm going to build this corpus. So I have a couple of options. For example, I already have a savings account. I can park my money there. Especially if I have a high yielding savings account or something that pays a high rate of interest, I can use that. It will be very flexible and easy to use. But the problem with such accounts is that we tend to take out money quite quickly and spend it off. So the second option then I can consider is a recurring deposit. A recurring deposit tells me what rate of interest I'm going to earn for the tenor I choose. So it's very simple and straightforward. It gives an added facility of removing the money away from my savings bank account and putting it away slightly. So it creates a mental barrier to take out the money. So this could be my second option. The third option could be to choose a very short-term debt mutual fund. Now, in the debt mutual fund, I would typically recommend an ultra short fund or a low duration fund. But you must look at the papers which are there in the portfolio and then also look at the average maturity of the portfolio. And if it suits your time frame, then you could choose one of these funds to go with. Here, the advantage is that you can also withdraw partially. So if any other emergency comes up, you need this fund, you don't need to take out the entire money like a recurring deposit. You can take out part of the money and leave the rest there. So the second step is complete now. You know where you're going to park your money. The next step is to go online and find a SIP to target calculator. What this tells you is that if you have a fixed amount in mind, how much do you need to put away every month to reach that goal? So in this calculator, you can see that there are some fields which need to be populated. The first is the target amount, which is our budget amount of 5 lakhs. The second is, do we already have existing investments to fund this? For the purpose of this video, I've assumed that we don't have any existing investments, so it's mentioned as 0. The third step is to put the number of years that it's going to take for me to reach this goal. So here I put it as 1 year. 1 year later, I need these funds to book my tickets, etc. And the last is the expected rate of return. So I've assumed a conservative rate of 6% because typically an RD can fetch up to 7% these days. Now, when I put these figures in mind and I click calculate, then you can see that the target amount to reach this budget is 41,000 per month. Now, this could be high for some of us, in which case then you'll have to increase the tenor. You'll have to push your goal slightly behind. So by pushing this goal slightly away, you can see that the amount is halved and it is easier for me to reach this goal. Now, why have I not chosen something aggressive like stocks or equity investments? This is because such instruments are suitable for more longer term goals. For example, our child's education or for putting the down payment for a house. Typically, travel budgets are for a shorter period, 1 year or 2 years. So here we need the instrument to be safe and where the principal is most likely to grow. Whereas in stocks and equity mutual funds, there is a possibility of high volatility in the short term. So therefore, a recurring deposit or a short-term debt mutual fund would be suitable in this case. So I hope this would help you to plan your travel budget and go to your dream destination. If you have any queries, you can drop a comment or contact us on any of our contact points. Happy trails.